Yo, what's up, Aiden? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the stream, bro. Just doing my afternoon stream here. Been to the gym twice today. Kind of just probably gonna do a chill stream. I've been talking like a ton today. This morning I like narrated a whole stream for like 2 hours. Contemplating if I want to write some more poetry. I think my life turned out so funny. It's like all the stuff that I hated when I was a kid, like, became my reality. It's like I hated school, ended up going to school for like 13 years after high school to get a degree in like like nothing, basically. It's so funny. It's like I have a YouTube channel. It's like I hated doing work every time. It's like I'm trying to share video games. When I was a kid, it was just like I wanted my own privacy and space when I was like playing video games. Writing poetry, I hated like English. It was just like, I thought it was like the dumbest subject ever because it was like, oh, you can say whatever you want. And it's like, it doesn't have to be true. And it's like so hard to decipher what correct English is when it's like, English is something and language is something that is constantly being like labeled correct and not, like during a lifetime. I just felt like it wasn't stable enough to like build a foundation on. It's kind of funny. Like, I think I really can laugh at it. I think that like my beliefs are like strong enough that I can look at my life and I really can't just laugh at it. And just be like, what happened, dude? Like, so I can like look at myself and just like, what in the world happened, man? It's kind of funny. Hey, but at least I'm getting to play some video games, right? Or do anything else. I haven't started this season, like, I've never done that before. Like, I always, like, never liked playing video games competitively. It was just, like, except for in college, I was, like, OP at Call of Duty online. But I was always just like, oh, like, I want to play at my own pace. And, like, what I enjoy is what I enjoy. I don't need other people to tell me what I enjoy. It was like, the more you play competitively, you're like getting into the game of like what it's like other people telling you what like popular is. It's like it's such a subjective thing to try and describe what, you know, fun is, that I never really enjoyed competitive games. But hey, look at me now. I'm like, I started this ladder or whatever, and they do that like every so often on online games now. It's like they restart everybody from like 0 if you don't know what it is. So everybody can like see who's the best player, as like who can like rise up to the top of the game the fastest, like when they restart it or whatever. Only my character could be like this, like all of it. Only with the challenge. It's done. I don't know why they wouldn't last as long as this little event lasts. I desperately need to find a better bow, though. Some better equipment. Can't keep up with where the quests are with this character. I wanted to try something new and different, so I did, and now it's like he's not as strong as I wanted him to be. Go figure. All it takes, though, is a new weapon. This is as much as it takes in this game. Just like one more new weapon at some point. It's definitely been like a dodging game. Like, from the very first boss, I had to, like, dodge everything. And, like, do like very little damage. It was like I had to sit and like dodge the bosses, like the very first bosses' attacks for like 10 minutes. I feel like it does like it's like a decent crowd control for like how weak I am though. I just need to get to the next level somehow. I got lucky with like all my other characters. They just found like, especially that sorcerer. it like the momentum carries you from like then on. As soon as you find like one like decent weapon, it just makes it so you can basically do everything in the game. And then it just carries you from then on. I like my guy, like, looks like he tries so hard. For just being, like, a little fast. You wanna know what would be cool to be good at? Is, like, chess. Chess is, like, very, like... you know... doesn't require much to play it. If that makes sense. Like the materials you need, you can almost basically just like make a chessboard in the sand and play with rocks, basically. But at the same point in time, it has like a little air about it. That's why I always wanted to be able to play tennis well, was because I felt like, yeah, like if you play tennis, it's like it has like a certain league to it. Like when you're playing the, like to be a part of the game, it's like has a certain prestige, like a profoundness about it or something like that. Chess would be a decent thing. I feel like, especially in your old age, like because a lot of things when you're young that are fun, it's like they don't really translate to like being like a respectful or someone to respect as an adult. But chess does that. Like a gentleman's game. Yeah, I always thought tennis would be like cool, but just because it was just like, oh yeah, these are all like high profile, like all the sponsors for tennis they're always like high profile sponsors. And like, oh, it's like, when you go like the places where they play, it's always like in like cities with renown. I was just like, yeah, that'd be super fun. Be a professional tennis player. Like everyone else in my family chooses golf. If I ask this question to like anyone else in my family, like my other two brothers, their answer without a doubt is golf. Just because it's like a game. If you're good at it, you can play it like your entire life. Just because all you're doing is like you just sit and walk around. Like, and you just, especially golf is one of the, like, seriously the ritziest kind of things. Like, you just go to, like, all these clubs all over the planet, and, like, you just, and all the different, like, clubhouses are all, like, fancy, and you go to resorts all over the world, and then they have a golf course on them. My brothers all say golf, but I don't know, to me, to a certain extent, it's like, I like the athleticism of tennis. It was just like, oh yeah, like, the people that actually play it are athletic too. Golf is kind of just like, sometimes there are people that, you really don't have to be that athletic. I like the feeling of like being light and fast. Yeah, like now that I'm like older now, though, it's like, yeah, tennis would, or chess would be nice. Just be good at chess. You can just go around and be a part of all this super intellectual, like everything in life has like some sort of like club to it, where it's like there's like members of the club are all a certain type of person, or whatever. Even if it's like not necessarily a designated club, it's just like the unspoken club. And chess definitely has like, it's like, oh, it's like all the intellectuals of the world. All the smarty pantses. And it's like, oh wow, chess. It's like the greatest test of intellect there ever was. Ah, look at that guy jumping out of me. Maybe I will be talking a lot during this stream, I guess. Narrating the whole thing, whatever. Played so many video games today. Woke up, the first thing I did was like, this is my like routine. It's like go to sleep at like a decent time, and then like wake up at like 6 o'clock. And then the first thing I do is like grab an energy drink and just come out and just get on and start streaming. It's kind of fun actually. It's kind of fun. It's like, cause I'm like still like half asleep and I'm like running around these dungeons, like fighting these monsters. It's like my dreams are still like fresh on my mind. Some people might like say what's up to me and stuff like that, and I'm just like, hello? Good morning. It's like my very first like good morning is to like just random strangers on the internet, and I have no idea. It could be like some creep or something like that, and I'm just like, hello? Well, good morning to you, sir. I'm just here now. It's kind of funny. So I've played so many video games today. It's like the first thing I did this morning, and it'll probably be... the last thing I do is usually not play video games, unless I'm like playing with my friends, but usually wind down and watch like some kind of program on the TV before I go to sleep. Like last night I watched these YouTube videos on like, I like clicked on this video. It was like, it seemed kind of interesting. It was like AI cannot get past this like point, this point in its ability to like process like information. And this guy who was like explaining it, I was like, dude, your title of your video is like AI can't get past this point, but you just sat there like talking about the natural log. And if you've ever done like math, like advanced like mathematics, you know that like taking the natural log of things is like the most sucky thing to do in like all of mathematics. It's like super boring. It's like super boring math and super sucky. Algebra is not that bad. Word problems are okay, but like calculus and like these natural logs of things are stupid. And it's like so, it's like the kind of math that's all of a sudden math is no longer enjoyable. But this guy, he like sat there like talking. I was like, dude, can you just like put it in English, please? Like, and like my translation of it is after sitting there and like, he just kept saying like, doing math for like 30 minutes. And I was like, dude, your title of your video says like, AI cannot get past this problem. And like the problem is that when you're selecting words for things, it's like there's other words that like can fit inside the end of a sentence without being like wrong. I was like, why didn't you just say that? But he's like, he just like kept going over like, see, you do the calculation and like, here's like how you do the calculation and here's all this. And I'm like, dude, that type of math sucks. It's like that's why people get paid to do it. Anything that you get paid for in this world basically sucks, okay? And he just like kept going over. I was like, dude, this is so boring, and like I have no idea why this video has like 2 million views. When like seriously, dude, I took like quantum physics and like this is the most boring shit I've ever seen in my whole life. Like nobody's understanding this. Everybody's just fascinated by like these giant like word, you know, it's like one of the most complicated like word souffles on the type of the planet. Like you have a fancy dish and I'm just like, dude, it's like not even, you didn't even make that good of a meal. It's just like there's so many cooler things that you could like relate mathematics to, like try to understand the universe than this. And just why don't you just say that it has like a problem like with calculating like the amount of possibilities at the end of a sentence or something like that. I was just like, this is ridiculous, like retarded. Anyways, I watched that. I like fell asleep to it like 2 or 3 times. I was like, this is so dumb. It like seemed like an interesting thing. It was because I'm like interested in like that. Like, it's like, oh yeah, like AI cannot progress beyond this point. Like, yeah, it sounds interesting. Because I know the AI can't. Like, I know the AI can't progress past like some certain point. It's like no AI today has, but it's just like, you know what? And in all honesty, like, there was a much better way to present like that whole problem than whatever this guy did. I was just like, dude, for like 15 minutes you just did straight like, and it wasn't like you walked us through the math either. You just like said, you do this, you do this, you do this, and it's like, dude, you're be like the world's worst math teacher on the face of the planet, dude. It's like you seriously did not like walk us through the problem at all. You just like said like, dude, take the natural log. Okay, well, what's that? Like, can you tell us? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I did that once, but it was like, for me, like 16 years ago, dude, when I had to focus on doing that. It's like I've had life come and hit me in the face since then. And just like, come on, dude. And then I'm just like, I get frustrated because it's like, you know what? Like, I'm genuinely trying to like understand like the causality problem of like existence, where free will exists and choice and chance and like or fate, you know what I mean, like the all-knowing. And then like it's just like this guy who just is like the world's worst math teacher. Like, there's a reason you're not a teacher. It just gets like 1 billion views or something. Whatever. It's no biggie. Cause I'm a rogue that's running around like saving the world from demons and things. Oh look, I did get a bow. Is it better though? Gain 39 of your primary resource for every 20% of your life that you heal. For every 120% life that you overheal while at maximum life. You have an 8% increased dodge chance. 13 resistance. It's not that much better with the like primary stat changes. 8% increased dodge, 20% of your life. See, this is where it's like it really counts to like just know basic math. Everything in the world relates to 1 plus 1, but that's like the idea that 1 plus 1 can equal 3 because everything comes from the same place, which means that every possibility is acceptable in this reality because everything is technically just 1, but we have the ability to separate things out and give our opinion on things because everything is subjective. Knives from Dance of Knives, your marksman, cutthroat skills. No, I don't want to give up that. While hit will not help you form a protective bubble upon taking damage. It's like 63 armor. I'm not really. When you evade or shadow step, you drop a cluster of exploding. Oh, it's the exact same, but it's just more damage. All right. Oh, well, let's put it on though. Not in there. 50% resource basic skills generate 3 of your primary resource once per skill. When used or at above 50% maximum resource basic skills do 76% increased damage. Increase the damage of arrows from ricochet 40% to 55%. Barrage arrows have a 34% chance to split into 2 arrows. When used below 50% maximum resource. Okay. Basic skills generate 3 of your primary resource once per skill. Interesting. When used at or above 50% maximum resource, basic skills do 70% increased damage. That's kind of interesting. What's this one? When you spend 75 energy, you release a cluster of exploding stun grenades that deal. Let's get rid of this. We'll equip that. And we'll equip this too. maybe I have enough to like craft some gems too now, actually. Diamond. Oh, I need like my basic skill. That's topaz, right? Topaz increases basic damage. How much does it cost to increase a socket? One of these. Baleful fragment. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to start doing this thing where I resource for every 20% of your life that you heal. Or forever. I don't know, it seems like it's kind of like alright if I want to like generate my resource. Other than an 8%. Alright, well, now I need to sell all this stuff. Whatever. Sell the butcher's cleaver. I don't know why, you know what, he's actually not that bad, especially if you just like, people are like freak out about the butcher, but it's like as long as you learn your evasion skills like early on, he's like not that hard to get away from. Everybody freaks out about him though. And it's like I've talked to other people that I always, life is so interesting. It's like everybody has this stuff that they're doing, but it's like, who are you really? And the other day someone was like telling me this story about the butcher, and I was like, you can like run away from him and he runs away. Maybe you don't know as much about this game as you think you do. Because they were like talking to me like they were like, and everyone was like telling me that they were like professional at this game. I was like,
precious stones to catch the light.
I don't think you are. Because I'm like not, and even I know that. Just one, please. What kind of runes do I have? Store, summon wolf, ultimate skill, invoke stun grenades, sorcerer's meteorites, 10% movement speed for 5 seconds. If I have that upon movement one, that one would be not that bad. Cast 5 skills that become exhausted for 3 seconds. Hey yo, what's up AMR? Welcome to the channel. Invoke Spiritborn. Barbarian's Earthquake. What do I have though? Cast 5 skills, then become exhausted for 3 seconds. Cast an ultimate skill. But I'm not going to be using my ult that much. It's because it's like a disappearing act, basically, is my ultimate. Welcome to the stream, man. My audience is very interesting. It's like if you want to know what you're coming into here. It's like my channel blew up in like Vietnam and like India, basically. So I have like a bunch of Vietnamese people that come in every once in a while, and like Arabian people, and stuff like that. Like everybody is mostly from like another country. Might as well just do just diamonds. Just diamonds, please. How many? 1, 2, 3. Alright. I guess I'll just go do some more stuff. Increase maximum life, increase overpower damage, increase critical strike chance, and critical strike. Yes. Gold find. Poison enchanted. Ew. Let's go. We're out of there. anyways, this whole Elon Musk thing is out of control. He's like dominated like YouTube and every other media for like the last 2 weeks. And like this thing about him doing this like Roman salute. And the thing that nobody else includes, like even like the biggest YouTubers. I saw like the full clip today and I was like, you guys don't include this. It like it is a weird way to like salute people and stuff like that. But he does say, like right after he does it, he's like, I just want to give my heart out to all of you. And he's like opening up his chest. And like no one on social media is like posting that part of it. But he does do that like right after. He like does that. Even though it is like very exaggerated and weird. And the weird part is too, is just like I really don't even care. Like on about one side or the other side, but on either side, it's like you guys still could post that other part, even if you do think he still is like doing something profane. Like, why wouldn't you post the other part though? Still, they don't. It's kind of interesting. All the people are just trying to get like viral media and news stuff on the internet or whatever. So yeah, Elon Musk is, but his whole gaming thing is weird too. That one I do feel like, you know, because I did see the thing and it was like, it was weird, yeah. But it's just like plenty of people in highly reactive situations, I don't know, react weird in front of a big crowd. He's like jumping around like a little kid. But, you know, his gaming thing is even weirder. It's like, dude, why are you trying to like if you are a successful person and you've like figured out life or something, why are you telling everybody that you're like the world's best gamer at these games? Those I did watch like the full thing too, and I was just like, wait, he did say that one's not like an exaggeration. No one's taking that like out of context. And it's like he did say that, and I was just like, but it's the problem is it's way too like obvious, like, and like people within that community don't genuinely like admonish that. Oh, look at this thing wigging out. The fact that he was like paying people to like get his accounts like higher level and stuff like that. And then like people are like, he was like at a meeting and he was like live streaming the, like he was being like on TV and like his character was like doing stuff in the game or something. Like why? I don't know. I don't really know the guy that well, you know, obviously I just know what I've seen on TV, but it's just like, if you are so successful or something like that, like it just seems like obvious to not try to like, why even attempt to like famish or whatever, blemish your name like that, like by saying something so stupid. It's like not even among the community where people are professional gamers, it's like stuff hardly ever comes out of the gaming world and like reaches the real world. The guy like totally just was like, yeah, I'm the top gamer. Like seriously, that one's not like a joke. He just really did, and it was just like, what the heck? Dude, like that is like blatantly like some kid who's like, I don't know, just like somebody really weird at school that is just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this to try and be popular? Like, that's what it's like. It's like, are you just doing this to try and be popular? Like, with who? The gamer community is like its own little thing, like off by itself, and it like never makes it out of like its own world anyways. Like, you're trying to be popular amongst kids who are kind of like rejects is like being like effective adults in our society or something. It just struck me as so odd. And like it was Diablo that he was like talking about this game. So anyways, that's like been big or whatever. And I don't know, my whole stance on the Israel thing is just like, listen, like, somebody needs to obviously draw lines for these people, but it's like, the whole world doesn't need to, like, the sides of this battle need to be much more like, have some sort of, mediator, you know what I mean? Like, because it's like, the people on one side is just like, holy cow, have you seen the people that, like, just blatantly support, like, biblical ideas? Versus also, like, somebody who's just, like, completely transgender. And just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, and it's, like, weird because all of that actually does make its way over to, like, Israel, where it's, like, what side is, like, being supported? The ultra-extremists? Or, like, people who, like, are, like, kind of fueling some system that, you know, works behind the curtains kind of thing to just like keep everybody in line, almost doing the same thing, but you know, it's just a different like dress code or whatever. Basically, they need to have a better mediator or like arbiter kind of thing, doing all that stuff. I'm just like, oh, jeez. I hate picking sides with either, because there's so much things that either side believes that I'm just like, really? That's what you believe after all this stuff that, like, has presented itself to you in this reality? You're just gonna, like, and it's like, I'm the one who's, like, called crazy, and it's just like, these people are literally, like, feigning ignorance to, like, things that are so widely accepted that it's like ridiculous. It's like, how can you even function in society anywhere? But I guess they like are like very peaceful people or something. I don't know. In certain places. But anyways, my whole thought on like, I hate the idea that, like, one generation of human beings can, like, ruin a bunch of stuff. It's just like that one person that made it's like, oh, we don't play dodgeball anymore because it's violent. Or something like that. Like, dodgeball is fun, especially when you're playing with, like, other people who are athletic. And it's like the person who ruined it is just like, yeah, well, of course they don't want to play. Whoa. Like, this world is like so hard to like figure out what narrative is actually the most prominent, because it's like, it's hard to decipher where the working class is. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's not necessarily represented online, and everything is sort of like these little pockets of belief that are like spread through families and things. And it's like word of mouth. It's like word of mouth is still definitely like one of the biggest like forms of media there is. And like that's genuinely more working class than anything. And that hardly ever is seen represented on like these weird statistical anomalies that like appear on the internet like out of nowhere, where it's like these dumb little trends of people that are just like, oh yeah, I'm a billionaire. I'm a multi-millionaire. Watch me make this dumb video that's just like, if I wasn't a millionaire, it would be retarded or something. And I would be like, doing stuff like this, I would be like thrown out of the tribe or something. Or like, if I was around people, I would at least be seen as like, somebody who was like obnoxious to like the nth degree. trying to do all these dumb, like, stupid viral things, like, all the time, just around all these people who are trying to, like, just chill. Bro, we're just trying to chill. Like, you don't, like, imagine if there wasn't social media and, like, all these people were, like, there. And it's just like, dude, we're just trying to chill. Like, why are you doing this ridiculous stuff? Like, we're just trying to just hang out. Like, cut it out. We're just hanging out here, dude. Like, people, the one thing that people don't get today is, like, there used to be time, like, during the day, like, this was, like, during my life, we would just hang out. And it wasn't like we were trying to, like, reach some audience that was, like, outside of our physical boundary. It was like, it's like this weird thing that nobody knows about anymore, but we would just, like, chill. Super strange, I know. It sounds so foreign and from a far off time. From a galaxy long, you know what I mean? Like, long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, people used to just hang out. It was a thing, I swear. Oh, I cleared the dungeon. I'm just, like, on a roll with all this stupidness. Let's see here. Ooh. Whenever penetrating shot damages an enemy, 2 additional arrows split off to either side. These side arrows deal 21% of penetrating shots base damage and do not split. Well, am I using penetrating arrows? Is that what this is? Oh, forceful arrow. Where's penetrating arrow? Puncture, blade shift, invoking that. Don't want to use those. So yeah, I'm gonna be the world's greatest Diablo player. You know. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make even worse than Elon. I'm gonna like do like a comic and like portray it as like real, where it's like my character is just completely made up and drawn by myself and like doing all this stuff. And just like claim that I'm the world's greatest. I just like totally hacked. I'm just gonna like totally hack life. Get to the basics, like a piece of paper. I'm about to level up. Let's do one more of these. Level up. Been doing these nightmare dungeons, boy. What I'd really love to do at this point is just like, oh man, can I not just like travel? But life is so trivial. Like, it's like you really can just defend like obscure points if you wanted to. And it's like, really, the biggest problem is from where everything comes from. It's just like if you reduce like dialogue down to that, just like where did everything come from, you can basically reduce the idea of what everybody is doing that they call important today, or like where everybody, you know what I mean, like says there's something is difficult or earned or something like that. As soon as you bring in the idea of like fate and chance or free will, it's just like you can reduce all of that into just like, no, you really can't own the credit of it. Nobody can, because we're all just like fated from the beginning. So you didn't even make the decision to be good at that. Or you're not even really good at that. It's just like, that's just like God. You can like say that if you're skilled enough in dialogue to like get the conversation to that point without making it weird, or like making it so people don't listen to you or something. But it really does like have an actual like point to it. Given that, I would just like to just, you know, if everybody was like happy, easy peasy, and life was just like, okay, yep, like everything is because of initial cause. then I would just say, okay, well, I have no like reservations as to how participating of a body I have to be in this conglomeration of like united peoples. Not even united, of like conglomeration of basic humanity. Like, I would just like to just be off and at least like be able to just do this, but have it be like, you guys see that pop? Ooh yeah, I can get away because I'm a magician. I'm the magic man. It'd be nice to have like this be like a solution for my problems. YouTube. But it still does not seem like it is bearing fruit quite yet. I planted the seed like 10 years ago and just tried it and I'm just like, oh well. Guess I'm not funny. Or something. I'm really just, you know, or I'm not lucky enough or whatever. Ow, shit. I was like looking at that and I was like, I bet this does something, and I walked in and it just hurt me. Of course. I was like, what is this? It looks so weird. Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. Should I play Path of Exile? It's like, should I? Kind of want to get the new Call of Duty too. See if I can just get good at that again. Somehow just become OP at COD. Ooh, a portal. Me likey. Yeah, if I could just do this in peace somewhere and just have it all just be my own, nothing shared beyond. You know, it was like this is what I was actually doing for a living. I don't think it'd be that bad. I could talk like this, especially if I knew that's what I was doing. Like, I would edit more and stuff like that, but it's like, I've done that already. It's like, I've done that for so long and it hasn't worked. I'm just like, ah, screw it. I'm just gonna throw it up, raw data, raw video. The world can take it, I'm pretty sure. It's not gonna hurt anyone. And it has more information in it too, and then it's not so like weird, like spliced life kind of thing. It's like, you know what I mean? It includes everything that it took to get to the point I got to. Life is so cut apart today nowadays. Doesn't include the waiting period at all. Oh yeah, I watched this other video last night too before I went to sleep. I watched this Diablo speedrun guy that would like, I guess he like cheated on his speedrun of like the original Diablo. Dealing poison damage increases your attack speed and lucky hit chance by 1% for 8 seconds, up to 5%. It was like this guy called like Goobo or something. Those are weird traps. It was like Goobo on like speedruns.com. He like submitted this like speedrun and like thing. I like watch that for like 30 minutes. For like 30 minutes or so. Explore the colored stones and slay the Vesicator. Am I at the Vesicator? Nope. Let's get this. What is it? Artillery swarm? Back, foul beasts. Oh, it's just a... There's no boss here? Bop, chut. We're done. We're out of it. It's over with. I know what I've been wanting to watch though that everybody said was good that I never watched was that like Dungeons and Dragons movie or whatever. I never watched that. I might maybe watch it tonight. Everyone said it was good, so maybe I'll watch it. Don't bother me while I'm in my inventory, boys. See what this does. Deal 10% increased damage. Triple this bonus after standing still for 3 seconds. Yeah. What's up, Doc? Oh, Vesicator, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Vesicator. He's well renowned in this world. He is profound. The one, the only Vesicator. Oh, he's going down quick. Ouch. Bloody hell! Whoa. It just like almost killed me. Out of nowhere, dog. Completion rewards? What? What is this? Chain of noxious ice. Chilled enemies poisoned by what? Poison imbuement? Will be further chilled for 20 per second. 53% additional poison damage to frozen enemies. Well, how do I freeze them? When you enter or break stealth, you drop a cluster of exploding stun grenades around you that deal 257 physical damage and stun enemies for 1 second. Your stun grenades deal 54% increased damage. I think that's like... Oh, that's the same I already have. When you evade, when you no, it's different. It's kind of like has a similar effect, but it's barely different. Okay, what now? Let's go back to town. It's actually what is collect grim favors? Oh, they're down here. go. Away, Thundercat. Or is his name? What is the guy's name on He-Man? Masters of the Universe, Cringer or something? Cringe. It's funny. 'Cause he's like a pansy. What is that? Is this guy immortal? How many shields does he have? I get the fact that he's just standing there like an idiot. Oh, I got it. Seek, 1 out of 3. Huh, okay. Got one. Oh, there's another one. Here, Froggy. Oh, where's he going? We got a lot of snakes. Jeez. Holy moly. Look at this dude. What's all this stuff Oh, it's this instead of like the Hell Tide, isn't it? Yeah. Where was I going? Sucker bleh! Amigo? Headless husband. How's that? Stay back! Foul beasts. Overgrown shelter. Let's go in. Let's check it out. Why not, right? I knew there was gonna be a bunch of guys coming out and do that. Campers! Straight up. Ooh. Let's see what this sword does. When a dark shroud shadow is removed, you trigger an explosion that deals 99 shadow damage. Blah blah blah. I don't have that skill. I chose not to use it of my own volition, good sir. If I could talk like this everywhere in the world. You stink like rot, you stinky sons of bitches. Take all these arrows I got. Have about zero idea where the fuck they come from. I don't know how people just don't go crazy, like, in life, you know? It's like we're just supposed to deal with all this? La la la, love and failure. Alright, let's get on our way. Hi ho! Got him. Sturdy pants. What a dumb name. I like trying to kill those guys. You guys are bringing all the bad guys over here. What the? See ya. Let's see what I'm doing too. What am I supposed to do though?
Greetings. Hello.
Hello. Some whisper requires a permanent. Some victims of the head's rot have gained terrible strength. They must be destroyed. Slay thralls of rot. So just gotta. Basically, just run around and kill everybody. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Isn't that like? How is that any different from what you just do in this game normally?
Thank you. Impressive.
La la la, I'm just a little ball of lightning. What the hell? Oh shit. I'm stuck. My guy like glitched into the cliff. That's not good. I was like, I'm out of here if I can be. just... What is this? Slay head rotten. Whisper expires in 2 minutes. Guide wildlife to safety. Huh. Rewards 5 grim favors. Sure. I'll go there. Oh no, this is the hell type thing, right? What? Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Jeez, that was a big one. Jeez Louise. Let's do this. We got it. During the season of witchcraft, you may find rare seasonal elixirs. I have 10 minutes. Okay. I can do this. I must have focus. Although the last few dungeons that I've just like talked through, like they just like were done in like no time. I just like bullshitted my way through the whole of them. Oh, I was like, I thought that was a trap. I tried to set it off and it was. Just didn't, my arrow couldn't set it off. Dummy. Wish I could just like draw demons and like animate them in the game. And just like give them like stats. Same with my hero, just like let me draw them. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do to play like I was Elon. I was gonna like make a comic book and say I'm the best in the world. See? I'm the best. Somebody could make a funny video like that, where they like drew a comic book and dressed up like Elon. He like shows it to his mom, and then he was like, "Oh, you're the best, sweetie," or something. I know if I did it, then it would just be stupid, but if somebody else did it, it would be cool. Oh, look at that rain. Straight from hell. This. Still got this. Definitely need to just focus on upgrading my poison and stuff, I think. I hate the guys that throw the little things at you. Such weasels. Oh, what happened to that guy? He was like melting into the ground. I like dodge back. That move where when I dodge it like releases like a bunch of grenades, like is actually pretty good. Use it while I got it. Six minutes? Again, I was talking and it was just like blowing through it. You pigs, you thought you had me. What is this? What the hell did that just do? Oh shit, we're at 4 minutes now? That was quick. 6 at 4, huh? Gotta slay the clanless thrasher in like 4 minutes. Where is he at, boys? Three minutes. Uh-oh. Better find this guy. Oh, come on. That's not good. Got a blast, as they say. It's got to be up here. It's gotta be up here, boys. go, boys. Oh, he's gonna go quick. Oh. Do you guys see that? I totally did that. Alright, time to go eat. We killed it. We killed it, boys. Good job. Ran through that like a madman, though. What do we get? Blah, blah, blah. Blah. Affected by shadow imbuement? What? Ah, crap. Just all bupkis. Alright, guys. See you later.